I'm doing a 60-minute session for a client. So I'm going to be sharing psychic wisdom and energy healing. If any of you are interested in exploring a session with me, please come visit me at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. All right, this is a follow-up session. I've done several sessions for this client focusing on Morgellons disease in conjunction with Lyme disease. We've got some updates here. Thank you so much for another opportunity to connect with you. It's really wonderful for me, and thank you for being open to sharing with others. There's just so much we can contribute to the world when we learn from each other and we just discover new things. Like, we're all winning here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read the update and then dive in and we'll see what's going on, okay? So you say, "Hi, Abby. This session is a continuation of the Morgellons Lyme disease session that we had about 6 weeks ago. I've been focusing on trying to keep my soul in my body and not out somewhere in the far reaches of space. I think we ran out of time just when my soul was feeling safe enough to come back in." And just so you guys know, the soul popping out of the body is more like a projection, because we're always moving through life as ourself, but when life is traumatizing, feels like it's in pain, we try to get as far away from the pain as we possibly can. So believe it or not, the soul kind of projects out of the body. And the further we want to get away from the pain, the further the soul will go. Believe it or not, am I saying that a lot here? When the soul is back in the body, we have more ability to transmute what we're going through. It's a complex thing. It's pretty natural. I see it a lot. People going through trauma, the soul pops out, but working on bringing it back in and feeling safe and secure, being in the body, being in this experience, actually helps to transmute your way through that experience. So it gives you actually an edge. So I just want to mention that. Okay, so you say, "Since then, I've discovered further damage to my spine as a result of these chronic infections, particularly degeneration of the vertebrae from arthritis and stenosis, or narrowing of the nerve canal through the spine. It almost feels like I'm experiencing another dark night of the soul. So I'm trusting that you and your guides will know where to go from here. As always, thank you so much, Abby. Your work is so profound and so greatly needed during these wild times. I'm glad to have you post this on YouTube for others, as I know there are so many who are suffering." That's a lot of updates. That's a lot of intense stuff. You can't deny it is nice to get some kind of answers, right? There's something good about that. Can't blame your soul from wanting to get out of this. Let's go as far away as possible from this experience right now, especially when we're starting to inch our way towards a dark night of the soul. That's, when it's dark night of the soul, it's almost like you have to live by instinct anymore, because it's almost like it's so much that all you can do is just survive it. That's literally all you have left, is just simply to survive it. That's hardcore stuff right there. Okay. And I'll let you guys know that in the description, I'll put links to previous sessions so you can check those out. Whew. So when I read this, I feel just a buzzing sensation on my third eye, and it's kind of tightly roped into my crown, and they're really tightly connected together here. It's just a buzzing sensation, and it buzzes right into the crown. That's just what's happening right now, but I'm going to get really into the journey state and see where it takes me. Based on everything that you've shared and what you're going through, let's take a look at what it all looks like, what we can do to help you feel better today. All right. The word hopelessness comes to me, and it's softly spoken. It's not loud and in my face. And the scene is a little hard to describe. I feel like my eyes are really large oval shapes, and there's a liquid that is sort of just like a pooling that's on the eyes. And my face is a bit oddly shaped, almost like I'm a puppet. like a wooden puppet shaped face with painted on eyebrows, and it's just kind of like painted and made out of wood, but it's shiny. It's got like this pretty lacquer on it, and it shines, but the eyes are pooling, and the eyes don't blink. And then there's kind of like a liquidy substance that is like a wall of energy that my face is pressed up against. And I'm not really able to move. And a puppet obviously moves through somebody else's actions. So there's strings attached, and then the way that those strings are moved, the puppet then can move. The puppet can't move itself. It must be moved by somebody else. And then there are strings attached. So the thing is, as I look at the puppet face, which is male, by the way, it doesn't seem to have strings, though. It's more like a Pinocchio phenomenon where it's trying to be a real boy, but it's still made out of wood. This puppet, though, particularly reminds me of Slappy. Is that the Goosebumps puppet? The recent movies that have come out, I think his name is Slappy. Anyway, or looks like Slappy from the Goosebumps movie. And Slappy is scary, okay? Slappy's kind of a demonic doll. And the more that I talk about this, it gets creepier. And as it gets creepier, there is, believe it or not, a loosening up of the energy in the heart, which makes it more breathable. So it gets creepier as to the face, my eyes. It gets creepier in my mind. It gets creepier above my mind. My higher mind feels like it's filled with creepiness as well. And I don't know what to make of what's going to happen next. Like watching a scary movie, I just don't know what's going to happen next. The heart energy is starting to circulate. It's starting to breathe more. I feel more energy moving down through the torso, through the hips. By the way, just being in your energy field, it's not as if your soul's popped out, so your intention to keep it in the body is working, okay? It's amazing how you make a choice and then you state that choice, the power that you have to maintain that choice. You actually can manifest that. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place because I'm only able to accept what is presented to me, and I can't do anything to change it, and I can't move through it or move beyond it. So I'm stuck with what I get, okay? It also seems like this Slappy has some power, and I don't know what his intentions are. Is this possibly paralleling the nightmare of what you're going through? We're at the edge of our seat. We don't know what's going to happen next with what you're going through. It is scary, isn't it? And it's hard to feel like you can move forward because the situation then is basically the deciding factor of what you're going to get out of the next day. And so there is that creepy, there's that scary, there's the it's in control of my life, and I'm basically at the mercy of whatever it has in mind. But believe it or not, when we look at what you're most afraid of, it just so happens vibrationally it just chooses to look like this for me. When we look at it and we talk about it, we bring it out from inside and we bring it out, we expose it, we look at it, we talk about it. It starts to help your heart to move energy. Like it's almost like a garbage disposal that we forgot to flip, and it's just been building up in there, and now we got the water running, and now we turned it, and it's like grinding up all that old stuff. It's moving and things are flowing, okay? So there's just some jam going on here in the heart, and we're working it, getting things to flow in here, okay? It feels stuck, it feels stiff, it feels like I want to move past this. I want to move beyond this, but I can't. Literally in the journey state, I can't move past this. I can't move beyond this. I'm not allowed to. So that's part of the message, right? But we're working through it. We're working through it because we're going to look at it. We're going to see it for what it is. We're going to talk about what we don't like about it or what we're trying to make sense of about it. We're going to talk about how it feels. You know, it's a therapy. It's literally an emotional therapy. And it does move energy. It does move energy, and it does actually help you feel better. Even if it's an emotional better, that's still working with something, right? We're going to get there. We're going to keep moving forward as best we can. Okay. I'm going to let Slappy then have all the power. Because that's what the energy says, that in order to move forward, we're going to have to give in to the fear and let the fear take hold. And so we're going to just let the fear take hold, but we're not going to be afraid of the fear. Because the fear just is going to have a mind of its own, and we're not going to worry about where it goes next or what it does next or what it decides next, because we have ourselves. We have all the love in the universe right here. So the fear can go have a mind of its own, but that doesn't have to make us afraid of it. So whatever your fear is, let your fear go do whatever it wants to do out there. And so just basically it's just let it go. Let your fear be Slappy, the weird, creepy, possessed puppet, and let it go, okay? What is your fear? How do you define it? And then let it go, do whatever it wants to do, okay? Just let it go. You are not a possessed puppet. There are no strings attached. You have a body, you can animate it. Okay. Oh. So now you are Slappy, the possessed puppet, okay? And nobody gave us the power to be animated to move for ourselves. So it's more like, I see you, but I can't talk and I can't move and I can't do anything else. I'm just stuck in this position. But there's a vibe and energy that is a little creepy, like, I feel like that doll's watching me, you know, kind of vibe. And this is now you. You're basically a doll that's watching. Let's let this be as creepy as possible. Let's make it really creepy. Because we're going to break some things down here. Sometimes when we just give into it and stop like trying to avoid it, we just give into it for a little bit, it disappears. It literally disappears. It is good because we're giving in and it's getting very, 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 very relaxed and heavy, okay? Very relaxed and heavy. And it's starting to disappear, everything we've seen thus far about puppets and stuff like that, all disappearing. And you're just starting to feel like just you, okay? And I feel lonely. I feel alone. Okay, come on now. Next creepy image, apparently. This one is sad. I think this is a step into a sadder scene, and more, I find it harder to look at than the possessed puppet. This is worse, in my opinion, worse. It makes me very sad. And I see a woman who's slit her wrists in the tub, and she chose to end her life out of hopelessness. And the tub is full of blood. So the blood is drained from her body, and she now rests in a tub of her own blood. And it's a pure white tub, so the tub is also streaks and stains of blood. And oddly enough, the image of you here looks peaceful. And you look like you died peacefully in this horror scene, okay? They want me to investigate this. They want me to talk about this. I mean, they want me to go here. Oh, come on now. I'm basically like eyes on the wall watching, and now I'm part of the movie, and it is a scary movie, And I am opening the bathroom door and I'm just a child and I'm walking into the horror scene of what is like mom is dead in the tub. It's just, it's really loud, okay? Really amplified. It's the worst. It's terrible. It's very terrible. Man, how do you even go through all the ways that that scene affects you? How do you do it? How do you cope with it? How do you even look at it? How do you even accept it? How do you deal with it? Again, this could very well be paralleling what it feels like to be in your shoes, to be the child walking into the mother who ends her own life. How horrifying is that? And to be in your own shoes, to understand your darker night of the soul, the parallel of the nightmare is your reality, is what is going on in your energy field. I'm to transmute this, okay? To help you feel safe in your reality, to help you feel safe, okay? To help you feel safe, okay? So it's a boy that walks in. He has really dark hair. It's not black though. And it's kind of like a shag haircut in a way. And it's a bit 80s to it. Like I could see the long socks with the little stripes, like red stripes at the top. Okay, I have to be the boy and I have to live the reality, okay? It's horrifying. Because it's like I'm saying, mommy, 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 mommy. I say this, mommy, mommy. It's hysteria in my head. It's the screaming that doesn't come out. It's the reality that is unacceptable, that is true. It's interesting, the red blood in the white tub, the boy's face becomes white as a sheet and the blood is draining from his face, basically. So there's something about the white of the tub and the blood and the white now of the face and the blood feels like it's draining from the body because of the uncopable reality. We're almost through this. We're almost through it. It's okay. Everything's starting to become okay. We can breathe again. We did it. We got through that. All right. There's another level to it. Boy, this is hard on my heart. Because my heart's starting to feel really heavy, and it says that my heart is made out of an entire cow of hamburger meat. It's made out of a massive amount of heavy hamburger meat. All right, the next level of scary here is the mother's eyes open and she is not alive. But somehow her eyes are open and now she's paralleling the possessed, demonic, scary movie phenomenon here. And I'm watching the movie and saying, no, don't go over to her. Don't talk to her. Don't look at her. Just leave the bathroom. Just go out of the bathroom. Come on, just leave the bathroom. And the boy is moving slowly but surely closer to this dead and yet possessed mother. And it's a worst case scenario. I see this is not going in a good direction. Because the only thing that could possess her now is evil. That's what literally, vibrationally, it says, okay? And evil has superhuman strength. Evil can raise the dead. Evil brings dead moms back to life that now become possessed with demonic eyes that kill their own children. Like, that is the vibration here. I know we're working on Morgellons disease and Lyme disease, right? And all these updates here going on in your world with the spine, all of that. Energetically, I'm called to take a look. This is what I'm being presented with. And we're working through the parallels of what these images and how your body is living with these nightmares, okay? And the nightmares happen to translate to me in these creepy, scary ways. And I'm supposed to use this language. And so I'm going to keep transmuting this so that you can feel more inner peace, more relaxed. Once we get all the scary out of your system, you're going to have more empowerment, and you need to work with empowerment, not hopelessness, not loss, not I give up, you know. You got to work with some other type of energy. Otherwise, what are you? The puppet without any strings and nobody to help you. What is that, you know? It's the end of the line, right? Nope. Nope. Not the end of the line, okay? All right. So the guides, they're all sort of timing out the movement from one nightmare into another nightmare, right? How we are seeing it and working through it. They're timing it out. Now we're weighing two realities. One is we can work with visible images, ideas, feelings, concepts, or we can go blind. Now we don't have to see anything at all. What do we prefer? To know nothing, see nothing, stay ignorant, or to see the scary reality? Which do we prefer? Oh. This is a really good energy shift here. It's a lot of breakdown, and it's coming from the backside of you. It's the weirdest feeling. You understand. You understand. You kind of say, well, what about something pleasant? What about a pretty picture? Can't we enhance that a little bit, please? It's kind of what you say. I'm going to listen to your vibrations here. Yeah. Everything's turning into a soft pink rose energy. Vibrationally soft pink energy. Very feminine. And you're resting in a room that is glowing with soft pink hues like rose quartz. It's literally a rose quartz room. That's literally what this is. It's beautiful. We're going to, I feel called to bring in everything that is scary that we've seen thus far into the rose quartz room. And let the love nurture it. Let the love nurture you and your fears and everything you're going through. Let the love nurture you. Let the love in. Feel yourself in a room full of love, surrounded by love. And then let the love into yourself, as though this room of love is also your own body. I see the tears that have, it's a liquid that has welled up on the oval's eyes is starting to it, have tears. Okay, starting to come out of the eyes as tears. But it still can't blink. This is really empowering for the back of your head, the back of your neck, and the top of your head. All the while, I'm telling you, there's really built up dense energies from the shoulder blades right on down the back side. And it's, you know how they have the weight machine? I don't know, what do they call, like a butterfly flapper or something? Like you move it like this. I don't know, but there's something kind of movement like this, but it makes my shoulder blades feel good. And it makes my back feel stronger. It makes my back feel really good. And I feel like I'm an athlete and I have a strong back. A strong back. It's weird because it's more like, look at these guns, you know. Look at my strong legs. Look at my glutes. Look at my back. It's kind of like, look at my back. Look how strong my back is as you're trying to flex it, you know. Like it has a six-pack or something. Okay. Yeah, because we need to really move. I mean, it's just tight and it needs to get moved and it needs to get stronger. It needs to get stronger. Softness. There's a major shedding of energy. This is coming from the face forward, like face energy flowing forward. And it's a lilac color. And we're relaxing the sensation on the back. It needs some time to just rest and breathe right now. And we're softening the muscles. We're softening and relaxing, harmonizing. It feels good everywhere, inside and out. I've almost seen the puppet completely evaporate, like turn into little bits of black ash and just evaporate into the air and disappear. Because it's had its role, it's had its time. It doesn't exist in this dimensional space because we're raising the vibration. When we face these energies, the really extreme loud ones that we don't really want to admit that are there, or maybe we're having a hard time really seeing it for what it is because we're trying to be optimistic or whatever. But when we just see it for as it is and we let it be as intensely loud, it gets it out. It gets it out of the system, right? And once it's out of the system, what remains but your super awesome light, your great vibes. And when that is what's there, those vibes are healing all this stuff day and night and day and night. It's this heavy, dense stuff that you can let it out and let go of it. And just let the high vibes do the work every day, all day and all night. Just let them do the work. Let them do the work. Believe that it works, you know? That your vibration is enough to transmute this whole situation. Yeah. Yeah, you need rest. I mean, boy, that was a lot. That was a lot of steps to get to this point. You need rest. Okay. We're entering into the next scene, and it's kind of still connected to the rose quartz room. You're kind of in a rose quartz bathtub, but It's all about energy, not water or liquid. It's energy that's just vibrating through everything. There's no Slappy the puppet anymore, disappeared. And the parallel, the mother and the tub and on the boy in that scary scene disappeared, because everything is turning inside out and it's all becoming something softer and brighter. We got all the gross out. Now we can let the vibes just do the work, right? We can let the vibes do the work. Now I'm kind of connected still with the rose quartz room, but I'm moving into the next thing, and it's like a bubble on the heart. It's like a squishy, fatty tissue on the heart is literally what it's like. Holy smokes. I'm like telling my guides, telling your guys, like, how am I supposed to talk about what just happened there? Put my finger on the fatty tissue, okay? Just putting light into this heart image. And as soon as I do that, something drops, which is a layer of yourself, okay? Layer of yourself drops off. Everything is mechanical. Like you have a mechanical heart, but you have all this mechanical parts. So you're like the bionic man, like half person, half robot person. And so you have all these implants in order to basically help you survive, literally as an organic robot, basically. I don't know what to make of this. It's very sci-fi, okay? I don't know why I love it, though. It makes me just really giddy about it, okay? Because I'm just very interested in what the world this means. Okay, we will find out. Yeah, okay. I'm excited. I'm like, what? Whoa, cool. What is all this? What is this? And you, though, are totally different. You're not speaking the same language as me. You're different than what I'm expressing. So I'm going to have to really pay attention here and get out of the way of myself. All right, another scene. I feel like somehow this is maybe a response to me, but you have to maybe show me through an image. You're bloated. Why is there all this mean language here? Because I hear the language is like, and there you are, this bloated pig on a hospital bed, and you literally, it's almost like you got pumped full of some substance and you look like a balloon. Like your legs are balloons, your tummy, your arms, your face, everything is like a big old balloon person on a bed in a hospital. And I hear the heartbeat, I can hear that monitor that monitors the heartbeat. And why it's mean language. It's very mean language. It's nasty. Why is it gotta be a bloated pig? Come on, like, why we gotta say it like that? It's kind of like the Slappy scene. It's like the mother in the tub scene. We're gonna have to let it be without judgment. We're gonna have to let it be without judgment. If the energy wants to show me you as a fat bloated pig of a person on a hospital bed, and it wants to be mean and call you that, I can't judge that. God, this breaks my heart. This is to move energy. We're gonna live with it. We're gonna live with it. We're gonna have dignity and we're gonna live with it. Something's changing. That's what it is. It's allowing ourselves to hear the gross things that we don't want to hear. Allowing ourselves to hear the gross things that cut us down, that break us down, that we don't want to hear. And it's very inappropriate to the senses, to the mind, to the self-worth, to life itself, to existence, to what existence should be. Should not just be existing. It should be joyful. It shouldn't be a nightmare. It should be a rose quartz bathroom. There's a really nasty, nasty energy, and it is not nice. But we're not gonna judge it. And we're safe to hear what it has to say. We're safe to do that. All right, I'm gonna look at the scene some more. My heart feels like it's gonna blow up, to be honest. I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. It's hard to breathe. It's hard to cope. It's hard to hear things like that. I feel like, how could you say that to me? How could you say that to me? Look at me. Look at the state I'm in. Clearly I need help. Why are you cutting me down? Why are you saying that to me? That's how it feels, okay? I don't know what's worse here. The slappy scenario, the mother, I think the mother scenario is probably the worst, being a kid. That would be the worst, I think. But this, I can tell you right now, vibrationally, is so hard on the heart, it's almost unbearable. It's almost unbearable. I mean, this is like the last straw. Like, this is the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, this is unbearable. And it's hard to breathe. It's giving me a headache. That weird tingling sensation in the third eye crown. I mean, there's a weird tightness here between the third eye and crown. This needs work here, okay? That we're just going to continue to look at the bigger picture and help get the energy flowing and help transmute as much as we can, okay, as a bigger picture. And that gets to all this stuff, all the individual microscopic nooks and crannies. It's going to wash the whole picture, okay? All right, so we're going to hear it. We're going to allow it. All right, nasty energy, what else you got to say to me? The power is in not hiding, not crying, not breaking yourself down because someone else says something you don't want to hear, okay? Don't break yourself down, okay? So I go as you in the bed, the fat bloated pig, okay? I look like I'm made out of a lot of hot dogs at this point. I don't know why. I just look like very plump hot dog arms, legs. I don't know. My belly is like more of a bulbous, I don't know, big old ball of sausage meat or something. I don't know. Like, yeah. And I do look like I'm cooked hot dogs, okay? So there's a bit of a burn victim. I mean, there's something about the skin that is like, it's like it's been burned or something. I don't see black. I don't see, it's an odd type of burn. So I'm going to use my eyes and I'm going to just own it. Here I am. So I look like this. Fine, whatever. Now I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to listen. I listen to my own heartbeat. Come on. I listen to my own heartbeat and it is counting the time. It's like the seconds, the minutes of a single hour, of 2 hours, 3 hours. It feels like a single day is like an eternity. And my heart counts the beat of eternity. And it's a new level of psychological hell that's even worse than what that nasty energy just said. Cool news is it's helping big time. And there's really weird on the energy side of things, pockets of gross white pus-like substance, greenish oozy-like substance throughout your legs primarily, and it's squishing out the bottom of your feet. So we're pushing out all this buildup of gross energy, okay? Gross energy buildup. We're pushing it out primarily out of your legs is where I see it. It's kind of like, here's a little ketchup packet. We're going to open it and squish it out, okay? So we're going to squish out all that stuff out of your legs. So we're just squishing it out, okay? It's cool. It's awesome. We're doing it. There's so much more. Oh my God, there's so much more. What do I make of this? I mean, what do I make of this next thing? Oh, come on. The hamburger meat in the heart is making me want to vomit. The meat's gone rotten. The meat's gone bad. The meat's toxic now. It's a meat. Oh man, this. What is this? It's like being buried alive, basically, with the meat gone rotten in your heart, and you can vomit it out in your own coffin 6 feet under as you slowly suffocate to death. Again, another parallel of hell, okay? Let's just live with it. I mean, let's just live with it. Makes you stronger. I say, okay, so heart's full of rotten hamburger meat, okay. Feel like I'm suffocating to death because I'm buried alive. That nasty shadow is really having a lot of fun here. Loves to watch human beings suffer. Loves to watch you suffer. Don't let that get under your skin, by the way. I'm going to see if I can just take a look here. It is skin. It is black, a black shadow, but it represents skin, okay? And its consciousness is about skin. And let me just keep watching it. I'm just eyeballing it here. It's also about burnt flakes of skin, burnt skin. Like I saw the puppet kind of turn into black ashy flakes and then just kind of go in the air and then disappear. This is like a big, massive black flake of ash. I'm going to walk into it, okay? I'm going to take all the yous I've seen and I'm just going to put you in a safe space for right now. Because there's a massive bubble that is connected between the black, ashy shadow and then the you that's in the hospital bed as I'm working through other echoing images of the hamburger meat heart and all of that toxic. I'm going to barf, I'm buried alive, blah, 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 all that stuff, okay? More echoes of hell, okay? We're going to put all of this, it's all what we're transmuting to help you, okay? But I want to put all this in a safe space where it's just being, it's with angelic energy. Because I am going to focus my attention now on this because I want to dissolve this down and disconnect it from your energy field, which is going to help you get more positive and optimistic thoughts, okay? It's going to be better, all right? So I feel in a way that I have to disconnect from you and then go look at this and And so I like to just keep you in motion with positive angelic energy while I do this, because I need to do this, okay? It's hard to breathe. It's almost impossible to breathe. There's no air here. And so without breathing, it's very hard to interpret information. And it's all like memory in a way. And the memory just kind of appears and disappears, and then appears and disappears, and it's different memories. There's a little boy who's talking to himself as he looks at like a wooden box, like maybe it opens up like a Jack in the Box, or there's maybe it's a present that he's something's inside of it, but he's alone in his own room and he's talking. He's got his pajamas on, he's talking to himself in his room as he looks at this box. And that's one of the specific memories. Also, it's like breathing through a straw. What is black? A black oily tar like substance, like that is good air. You know, that's really gonna support healthy breathing. I mean, that's just gonna be that is gonna be the end of one's life to do that. I just start expressing vibrations of pure love, like Ariel's beautiful voice. I love Ariel. I freaking love Ariel singing. She's great. And so I hear Ariel singing inside this black flake with really mean things to say. And I go inside of it, and it's a dimensional space where there's no room to breathe, okay? And there's weird echoes of memories. There's just this particular one that I can see visibly, that I could describe, that I just play the singing of Ariel in here. I mean, it's magical because it's loving and it's innocent and it's childlike and it's kind and it's real to me. I mean, I relate to that. I relate to her. This is really bringing, again, more oxygen to the beat of your heart. It's bringing more breathability, as though this black flake is a portal or connected to the beat of your own heart. And so as I'm breathing life into this through the sounds of Ariel's, altering the vibrational patterns here and opening things up and helping it to feel safe to be open, is directly impacting your ability to breathe and not be attached to the beat of your heart as this an infinite time of psychological hell. It's just a beating heart. It just does that. I mean, there's so many other things to listen to. We got music, we got Pandora radio, whatever, you know? There's more to life than just this agonizing sound of the heartbeat in such a painful way. I'm walking this energy away from where we were. I'm literally inside, and I'm just walking it in a direction where it can find serenity and peace. Because every imbalanced energy that is this negative has lost its home or connection with serenity and peace. And so to bring it back to what its serenity is, its own mother energy is, it helps it to find a reconciliation inside of itself, because the purest energies, right, break us into tears, bring us to our knees, help us to breathe in gratitude, help us to feel thankful and blessed. Let us soak it up, nurture me, take care of me. I've been in so much pain. This is the same as anybody else in pain. Needs help, needs support, just like you. Boy, your heart feels a lot better. So much better. So much better. Something about water, ocean, water. Maybe it's not salt water. Maybe it's just a massive, I mean, it's water. It's living water. And it's a surreal color. It's like green with blue in it. And it's alive in these colors of living green. And the living green could go from yellowy green into really rich green. And it's all like lit up, like there's a light inside of it, like the water is lit up, like it's full of light inside of the water. And then this blue is just mixing with the greens, and it's all alive with light, and it's moving. It's like, it's phenomenal to look at. It's amazing. And I bring this flake of skin here, and I rest it on the water. You just hear Ariel like, ah, you know what I'm talking about here, as she's like expressing her voice to Ursula, you know, but it's good. It's really good. So I'm hearing Ariel's doing this, and it's great. It's meaningful. Black flake becomes a black bubbly substance in the greens and the blues and the yellow greens, okay? And it becomes like a toxic oil spill. And in a way, it still wants to cause pain. As much as it wants to heal, it's just so bitter that it just can't let go of its own suffering, and in a way wants everyone else to suffer, all things to suffer. That's all it is, you know. But the love is strong here. The love is strong. And I see all the black is getting smaller, it's turning into particles. And I see its consciousness is falling asleep, and the consciousness is being nurtured by lots of other little bubbles in the glowing of this liquid that's like the size of a planet, okay? An ocean planet or something. And they're all coming and just blending with the black. And the black is blending with everything else. And there's much communication about this black and how to heal it, how to nurture it. And the black, again, is disappearing, and all its consciousness is asleep and remains with the support of lots and lots and lots of little micro consciousness that are a part of this living liquid world. And it gives your heart more breath. It helps your heart to breathe more. Oh, yeah, that's better. That's better. I'm going to allow many angels here to surround this. I can't explain it other than we need support here, big time. We need support for you. We need support for this black energy, even though it's not that anymore and it's sleeping. It needs a lot of support. It needs the support of this whole liquidy planet. It needs the support of lots of angels. It needs the support of all consciousness. Needs the support. You also. That's why I didn't want to just leave you for this jerk of a thing. but this thing needed help too. And there was a connection between you both. Is that maybe the infections? Maybe that's the Lyme disease. Maybe that's something, you know, but it needs help. And you do too. Okay. All right. So, oh man, it's feeling good. Feeling good. Your heart's breathing. And I start to feel this is better than the rose quartz room. I mean, your head is vibing really nice. The back, the top, the front, third eye here. Like there's very specific patches of good vibes going on here, okay? I feel more breathable. I feel more relaxed. I don't feel exposed to anything scary, like totally hard to cope with, scary. I don't feel that. I feel rested. I feel peaceful. I'm going back to you. And I tell you to just let that thing just heal in the ocean world, where it can be surrounded by lots of angels and all the support of this energy, all the support of this energy to help it. And now let's focus on you, okay? Just let it go. Let's not try to make any more sense of whatever that was. Let's just let it go, okay? Time for you. Time for you now. Let me see your feet here. And your legs. And your hips. What in the world is... I'm just evaluating what everything looks like right now and trying to figure out the next best step. It's almost like to see you stand up, it's like it doesn't, there's no solidity. It also looks painful. There seems to be an odd liquidy retention, and it's gross energetically on this energy side. It's like a gross looking liquid with everything we just pushed out of the packets, right? The ketchup packets of your legs, whatever. We pushed it out. There's still more there, you know? Well, I'm really curious, what in the world attracted you in this lifetime, attracted this experience for yourself, and what was the vibrational attraction? But I mean, everything that we go through has a vibrational attraction that is unfathomable to our human mind. What the past and future lives and how they all go through this lineage of circulation of multitudes of eternities that collide into this event that is this lifetime, okay? So this lifetime is an event, you know, every life is an event of colliding energies and experiences. And I'm really, why did you want all of this? They say that I could say, why did you want all this? As though you're supposed to live with it or something. But who's to say that you don't have the power to heal all of this yourself? Because when we feel that we have to live with our circumstances, then we are beneath the foot of what we are going through. And so when will you decide that you aren't anymore beneath the foot of all of this that you're going through? Because you can learn how to heal yourself. You can learn how to heal yourself. Imagine taking this to the next step. And you are learning how to heal yourself. You're exploring sessions with me. You're exploring what all is out there, learning as much as you can from this. You're giving the gift of healing to others going through the same experience as you. Through these sessions, we're learning together, right? And I mean, there's just so much to gain here, and there's so much more you can grow from it, you know? As though this event, this everything you've been through is the fertilizer that grows the amazing tree that you are, you know? So it just see it as the fertilizer that's helping you to grow that much bigger and stronger. Don't feel like you are beneath a foot of it, okay? Let it be the fertilizer. You're just feeding off of it to grow bigger and stronger, and learn how. Welcome the awareness of how to do that. I just see that digestive wise, there is weird. It look like jacks, okay? Like the game jacks, but they're kind of orange in color. They're tiny. There's lots of them. And I just see them in the intestines, part of the digestive process. I see it's just imbalanced energy here. It's like things get, like energies for some reason build up, and it's almost like I don't know how it's doing it. I don't know how it's doing this. All I'm going to do is look at the orange little things. And I'm going to again bring you back into inner strength, empowerment. I mean, I can feel how defeated this must be for you. I mean, because it's very exhausting for you to be like, okay, now I got to figure out how to overcome this. How to override whatever this, I don't know how to. I'm too tired. That's what your inner selves are kind of expressing to me. I ask, how do I flush this out? There's just another nasty shadow. It's very negative self-talk, like you're never going to flush that out. You're never going to overcome this. You're going to have to live with this for the rest of your life. Your life is going to suck. Like, it's really nasty energy like that. This is another one of those, okay? It's mean. It's very mean. I need to get rid of this because I am really determined to get, I got to clear that one out because I need to give you more room for positive thinking, because that will give you energy naturally, and it's going to give you a better night's sleep. It's going to give you more breathability. It's going to help you actually believe yourself when you are optimistically thinking. Otherwise, this junk kind of likes to shroud it and manipulate it away from, you know, and then make you exhausted. So screw that. No, I don't think so. We don't need that. I'm just, there's like, I see you, I see you, I see you, I see you, I see you over there. I see you. And so I'm like bubbling it up, bubbling it up, bubbling it up, bubbling all these up. And now they're like a bunch of balloons. And I have a big bunch of balloons that each balloon contains a weird flaky skin that is a black shadowy thing full of negative things to say towards you. It's not nice. You don't need that. Ooh, whoa, who are you? It's like the creepy clown is here to take the balloons away. I'm not giving you the balloons. I'm going to put all these balloons into a sacred box. And the sacred box is full of infinite, unconditional love for every one of these shadows. Pure love. It's full of sunlight and patience and infinite time. And I'm going to guide this to a heavenly space where it is monitored by beautiful angelic beings. And let's just send those beings to heal now. You don't need them around you. Now, why is it the clown here? Again, about nightmares and scary stuff. He's just very dried out on the inside. He makes it out like he's a silly clown, but really he has sharp teeth like he's a demonic clown, right? But really beneath his outfit and everything, he's just a dried up stick of a thing. And there's not much to him, really. He's a very sad story as well. You are pulling in lots of negative things. We need to not no. I gotta do something about this. What I'm gonna do for now is I'm gonna keep you safe. Because if you're not strong enough at this time to keep yourself safe, like work with your own light, you need someone to help you. And so I'm putting you in your own sacred box, okay? And it's made out of golden light, pure golden energy. I'm surrounding it basically with a liquid that is made out of Archangel Michael. And I'm also surrounding it with a liquid that's made of Archangel Raphael. And I'm also surrounding it with a liquid that's made of Archangel Metatron. And any more of these shadows that you are releasing from inside yourself is what it seems to me like, and that are connected to the infections, everything you've been going through all these years, that it comes out of you inside the safe space, that it leaves, and it is contained and placed into a sacred box where it is surrounded by nurturing love and light, as you are surrounded by nurturing love and light in your own safe space. And nothing can come and hurt you here. Nothing can be attracted to you because it can't find you. If it isn't vibing as high, extraordinary, beautiful, angelic, super loving, super I care about you from the bottom of my heart energy, then it can't find you. You cannot be found by anything that doesn't vibe on the same level as I care so much about your well-being. I care about you. If it can't vibe like that, then it can't find you. And anything that isn't vibing like that on the inside of you is forced out. And it's going to leave this box and go to the other sacred box where all the shadows are taken care of out there. There's no creepy clowns. There's no nightmares. There's no scary stuff. It's all gone. We're done with it. And now you are in a safe space. Allow yourself to feel the safe space that I have just placed you inside of. And let that nurture you. Feel safe in there. Anything that needs to come out, let it out. Let it go. Okay? Nothing can find you that isn't vibing at the same level as this. Okay? If there's anything emotional that you're releasing after this session, any negative thoughts or anything like that, see it as you're putting it in a balloon and then you're handing the balloon over here to an angel, right? And it's going into this beautiful box. You just forget about it. You just forget about it. Experience yourself in a rose quartz bathroom. Experience yourself in a glowing golden space surrounded by Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, nurturing you within and around in every sacred direction, okay? Because positive energy is powerful stuff. It transmutes anything else, anything vibing out of whack. It transmutes it. It brings it into a harmonious balance, okay? All right. Just never know what you're going to get. Wow, thank you. I know this is going to majorly help, majorly help. So really glad I could do this for you. All right. Thank you so much again. Thank you for sharing with others. Everyone watching, thank you so much for your love and support here, for my clients, for my YouTube channel. I hope you all have a wonderful day.